Unanimously resolved to abide with two resolutions during forthcoming state general election 2023. Resolves to support and work under Chief Minister Rio and NDPP President Chingwang Konyak. Over recent allocation and distributions of various schemes and funds in Nagaland, Central Nagaland Tribes Council expresses dismay and states it should be equally distributed district-wise and not tribe-wise. Western Semihoho and NGOs of newly created Newland district held meeting to pass some resolutions on pertinent issues such as developmental problem, unabated taxation by Naga political groups, land allotment and free flow of alcohol and drugs into district. Nagaland State Transport in its recent modification notified vehicle beyond 3 axle including semi-tractor articulated trailers whose carrying capacity is 30.5 tons or more are allowed to ply on national highway stretching from Dimapur up to Molvo Perima. Eastern Nagaland People's Organization through a press statement states public rally in all 7 tribal headquarters demanding for Frontier Nagaland State is to be held on 4th of August. Welcome viewers, I'm Asan. Let's go through the detail now. The 14th Southern Angami 1 Assembly constituency held a consultative meeting cum picnic at Bamboo Hall, Kisama on Saturday. The 14th Southern Angami unanimously resolved to abide with 2 resolutions during the forthcoming state general election 2023. These include to unflinchingly support and work under the visionary leadership of Chief Minister Rio and veteran statesman and NDPP President Chingwang Konyak. Secondly, it resolved to work and support the incumbent NDPP ticket holder, sitting MLA and advisor Medo Yoka. In reference to the ENPO joint consultative meeting with 7 tribal bodies and talk team, which was held on 28 June at Twensang village, demanding for Frontier Nagaland State and to hold public rally in all 7 tribal headquarters, the organization in a press statement stated that the date for the proposed rally has been fixed on 4th August 2022. The Western Semihoho and NGOs of the newly created Newland district on Saturday held a meeting at the Deputy Commissioner Conference Hall in Newland town. The main motive of the meeting was to pass some resolutions on pertinent issues such as developmental problem, unabated taxation by Naga political groups and allotment of free flow of alcohol and drugs into the district. The meeting was attended by various organizations of Newland District, Gaunburas Association, Newland Area Citizens Forum, Newland Development Council, Newland Area Gaunburas Association, Newland Area Totemihoho and Newland Area Students Union. The House also passed a resolution not to pay taxes to any Naga political groups, as this has become the main reason for hampering the growth and development of new land in every sphere. Meanwhile, land donors were also asked not to ask for any land compensation from the government, as development belongs to all. Furthermore, Student Union Totemihoho and Citizens Forum of Newland were assigned to check the free flow of alcohol and drugs in Newland, which is reportedly becoming a menace and ruining lives of many youths, families, and posing a social problem. The Nagaland State Transport modified its earlier notification. The State Transport Department has notified vehicles beyond 3 axle, including semi-tractor articulated trailers whose carrying capacity is 30.5 tons or more, which are carrying materials and equipment meant for the ongoing Board Gag new line from Dhansiri to Zubsa by Northeast Frontier Railway were allowed to ply on the national highway stretching from Dimapur up to Molvo Perima. The department informed that the load being carried by every such vehicle should be within the limits as provided in the Motor Vehicles Act 1988 and Central Motor Vehicles Rule 1989. It also stated that before such vehicle enter Nagaland, prior intimation with full details to be provided to DC Dimapur and DC Chumakirima. The second edition of the Inter-Department Badminton Competition, which was held at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Multipurpose Hall, Kohima, concluded on Sunday. The annual event, which started from last year, that is 2021, has now become an annual event. Meanwhile, the tournament was categorized into 4 departments. Engineer Vipul Ho and Imulung Chamir won men's double. Women's double was won by Debahuti Lahon and Angela. Temchen Au and N. Wati won men's doubles 50 plus, while Manoj Kumar and Uma Tamang won mixed doubles. Central Nagaland Tribes Council has expressed dismay over the recent allocation and distributions of various schemes and funds in the Nagaland state, stating that it should be equally distributed district-wise and not tribe-wise. In a press note, CNTC pointed out that the recent allocation of funds was a clear indication of lack of adicical and step-motherly treatment towards the central government. Central Nagaland. The council demanded to the Chief Minister to review the funds and projects and ensure that they are equally distributed. It also urged the 25 legislators of Central Nagaland who have been elected by the people to speak up on this matter. The council added that the legislators should resign on moral grounds if they cannot fight for the people. Nagaland on Saturday reported 8 fresh COVID-19 cases and 1 new fatality. Notably, Kohima reported 6 new cases while Dimapur reported 2. With the addition of 2 new cases, state's active caseload has increased to 90, while the death toll climbed up to 761. It may be further mentioned that the state's cumulative state caseload stands at 35,683. Meanwhile, India reported 20,279 new COVID cases and 36 patients also succumbed to the infections in the last 24 hours. In continuation to perception management activity, the Assam Rifles of Shamator Battalion conducted a friendly football match on Sunday at Shamator town. A total of 14 local youth aged between 15 to 20 years participated from Shamator town. Reportedly, the victors were rewarded with essential sports items. The initiative to inculcate constructive thinking to the local youth by the Assam Rifles was well appreciated by the local populace who, due to their remoteness, lacked the necessary platform and exposure. In the end of the football match, Commandant 14 Assam Rifles briefed the youth about the importance of sports in life. Acting on a specific information, the Nagaland police personnel of Narcotics Cell Police Station Mobile Unit intercepted a Maruti Swift on Saturday at around 4 p.m. at the bridge that lies between Viswema and Kuzama villages. On thorough search, the police recovered 10 soap cases containing suspected heroin weighing approximately 120 grams from the vehicle bearing registration number NL07/4081. Notably, the illegal items were recovered from the possession of one female passenger named R.S. Rita of Manipur's Senapati district. Accordingly, the accused was arrested and the illegal contraband had been seized. A case had been registered at Narcotics Cell Police Station case and an investigation is underway. Newland Town Students Union had its summer meet cum felicitation program on Sunday under the theme Education for Brighter Tomorrow. During the program, welcome address was delivered by President NTSU Tunaka H. Tuku. President Western Semi Students Union A. Kukato Achumi exhorted students as guest speaker. While congratulating the successful candidates, he urged the students to be more humble and dedicate wholeheartedly and bring laurels towards the society. He also added that having a degree or pass certificate is not enough to be called as an educated being, but the person who possesses moral character, discipline, and the zeal to achieve something in life are the real educated persons. Kukatu also urged the parents to come forward and work hard in hand supporting the students' community so as to produce more students who can be an asset towards the society. A total of 58 students, that is 26 HSLC students, 22 HSSLC and 10 graduate students were felicitated during the program. Host of dignitaries from Highway Area Students Union, Kukabutu Area Students Union and Newland Area Students Union attended the program along with the speaker. In an alarming turn of event, Assam reported 15 new Japanese encephalitis cases in the last 24 hours. Notably, one person from Biswanath district also died due to the infection, while taking the death toll to 38. It may further be mentioned that a total of 251 cases of JE have been detected in the state in July so far. Meanwhile, the State Health Department has directed all the district administrations and health officials to take necessary measures to fight against the viral infection. The Northeast Packed Liquefied Petroleum Gas Transporters Association will be going for a strike from Monday over certain demands that have been unfulfilled across the state of Assam. Notably, shortage of liquefied petroleum gas cylinders might take place in Assam. Along with this, liquefied petroleum gas transporters of 7 plants in Assam will be shut indefinitely from Sunday. Meanwhile, the plants including the North Guwahati Bottling Plant, Tinsukia Gopanari Plant, Sarpara Bottling Plant, Bogaingao, Dimapur, Silchar and Dulaijan bottling plants will be shut down in support of the strike. The Governor of Assam, Jagdish Mukhi, approved a proposal for the creation of Barak Buban Wildlife Sanctuary. The estimated area of Barak Buban Wildlife Sanctuary is 320 square kilometers and it is located between the Barak River and the Sonai River. The Governor of Assam mentioned that under the Section 35 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, delighted to declare the area as the Barak Buban Wildlife Sanctuary. Further, Mukhi appointed the Deputy Commissioner of Kachar and Silchar to inquire and determine the existence, nature and extent of any rights alleged to exist in favor of persons over any land within the area. Meanwhile, the area has recorded 8 species of primates: slow loris, rhesus macaque, bill-tailed macaque, stump-tailed macaque, Assamese macaque, capped langur, pyrace leaf monkey and huluk gibbon. The Kachar Forest Division said that king cobra is also an important habitat. Manipur district Noni on Saturday recovered parts of 2 dead bodies. Villagers continue search operation for missing persons at the landslide area. The villagers and the police claimed that the body parts of a woman and her minor son, who were among the 5 missing persons. Meanwhile, the parts of the 2 dead bodies were retrieved by the police in the presence of the members of the deceased family and village volunteers. Later, the parts were transferred to JNIMS morgue Imphal for necessary legal procedures. With this, the death toll from the devastating landslide at the railway line construction site at Marangching of Noni district rose to 58. Furthermore, bodies of 3 persons were still missing: 2 villagers and a personnel of Territorial Army. One more construction laborer who went missing last week was rescued on Saturday evening in the forest nearby Furak River in Arunachal Pradesh's Kurung Kume district. The rescue laborer was found in a very critical condition and have been rushed to district hospital Kolorayang along with 2 other rescued laborers. 5 out of 8 people were airlifted by an IAF chopper and taken to Tomo Riba Institute of Health and Medical Sciences in Naharlagun town of Assam, as their condition was serious and required health treatment. Remarkably, the IAF chopper conducted the search and rescue operation for several hours but could not succeed due to bad weather conditions. According to the statements issued by the rescued laborers, 4 people died on the way and 2 other people fell in the river. However, the rescue teams did not recover any bodies and the teams will continue to search until all construction laborers are rescued. Outgoing President of India, Ramnath Kovind, will address the nation on Sunday at 7 p.m. on the eve of demitting office. The address will be broadcasted on All India Radio and on the entire national network of Doordarshan. Meanwhile, Draupadi Murmu was elected to be the next President of India on Friday after she comprehensively defeated the opposition's presidential candidate Yashwant Sinha. According to sources, she will take oath at the Central Hall of Parliament on Monday. President-elect Draupadi Murmu is set to assume office on Monday. Notably, the ceremony of assumption of office will be held in the Central Hall of Parliament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana, including various state governors, chief ministers and MPs will be present in the ceremony. Meanwhile, Murmu will take the oath of office in the presence of CJI Ramana, which will be followed by a 21-gun salute. The central government has introduced some changes in the nation's flag code by permitting the Indian national flag to fly both day and night by using machine-made polyester fabric. The Flag Code of India has been officially amended through an order issued on July 20. Meanwhile, the development came as the government will launch a Har Ghar Triyanga program as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to celebrate the 75th Independence Day of India. According to sources, over 20 crore tricolors would be hoisted at the top of the houses for 3 days from August 13 to 15. Government and private establishments will also be involved. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in the Mukhya Mantri Parishad meeting at BJP headquarters in Delhi on Sunday. The meeting was conducted under the chairmanship of Party President J.P. Nadda. Reportedly, the Chief Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers of BJP-ruled states were present at the meeting. Prime Minister Modi gave his views on developmental works to the Chief Ministers, while the Chief Ministers of the BJP-ruled states also put forth their governance report in front of the central leadership. As the party gears up for the upcoming assembly polls and the 2024 Lok Sabha election, senior party leader presented their report on the development and welfare schemes. In view of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the leaders also discussed ways to spread awareness to people regarding Har Ghar Tiranga campaign. Besides this, they also discussed on the public welfare schemes of the government and planned to incorporate them into the poor and backward classes. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan felicitated CBSE toppers in Kolkata on Sunday. The minister said that self-confidence, hard work and perseverance will help them succeed in both exams and life. The minister also congratulated those students who got through the examination. According to the minister, it is heartening to note that girls continue to outshine boys, and a superlative performance by girls is an indicator of positive change in society. He wished the best to India's next generation of leaders in their future endeavors, and to those students who did not perform well as per their expectation, Pradhan urged them to continue giving their best. Notably, the results for the 2022 examination for classes 10 and 12 were announced on Friday, while 92.7% of students cleared the class 12 examination and 94.40% passed the class 10 exam. Congress President Sonia Gandhi is set to reappear before the Enforcement Directorate on July 26. ED is set to question Gandhi in connection with an alleged money laundering case involving the National Herald case. Meanwhile, on July 21, Gandhi was summoned for the first round of questioning. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh visited Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday to participate in the commemoration ceremony of Kargil Vijay Diwas. Rajnath Singh was accompanied by RSS General Secretary Dattatreya Hosabale, where he addressed a gathering at Gulshan ground near Jammu University. Singh in his tweet said that he is feeling blessed to honor the families of valiant soldiers and security forces who laid down their lives to protect the unity, integrity and sovereignty of India at an event to commemorate Kargil Vijay Diwas. Meanwhile, Kargil Vijay Diwas is observed every year on July 26 to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan. Several programs were held, and the program was attended by dignitaries from the army and civil administration, as well as the gallantry awardees and their families. More than 500 pigs have died within a month in Sambhal district of Uttar Pradesh. In addition, the death of 7 pigs have also been reported on Saturday. After conducting the post-mortem of dead pigs, the sample have been sent to Veterinary Institute of Bareilly for examination. Meanwhile, the Animal Husbandry Department have become active, and only after the report of the detail of the mysterious disease will be known. At the same time, more pregnant pigs died in Valkimi Basti of Uttar Pradesh. It is to be mentioned that the symptoms are visible in the pigs before death. There is blood dropping down from the nose and scars found in the lower part of pig's stomach, and soon after tetanus, pigs die. Due to the death of several pigs, worth lakhs of rupees have been lost by the livestock owners, who are already in despair. Chief Veterinary Officer Munna Lal Yadav said that the continuous deaths of the pigs could be a viral infection.
उनको दवाई जो है दी है और उसका इलाज भी चला है। अब ये जो जानकारी मेरी नहीं है कि वहाँ पर मतलब कितने पशुओं की डेथ हुई है, लेकिन कुछ पशु बीमार हैं। उनकी हमने सैंपलिंग के लिए गए थे एक दिन, तो उन्होंने कहा कि अब कोई पशु बीमार है नहीं, लेकिन वहाँ पर जाकर उसकी सैंपलिंग करेंगे और जो कोई बीमार पशु मृत पशु होगा तो उसकी पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट जो है उसके सैंपल लेकर बरेली भिजवाएंगे। करीब एक हफ्ते पहली बात है जब हम वहाँ पर गए थे इसकी सैंपलिंग के लिए, तब वहाँ पर हमें कोई पशु जो है।
Delhi on Sunday reported its first and country's fourth monkeypox case. Notably, the 31-year-old patient was admitted to the hospital with fever and skin lesions, and he had no travel history. As per the health ministry, the infected patient had been admitted to Maulana Azad Medical College, where he is undergoing treatment. The rapidly spreading monkeypox outbreak represents a global health emergency. The World Health Organization's declared highest level of alert. WHO also said that the public health emergency of international concern is designed to sound an alarm that a coordinated international response is needed and could unlock funding and global efforts to collaborate on sharing vaccines and treatments. As javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra wins India's first silver medal in World Athletics Championship. History, yes. Notably, 24-year-old Olympic gold medal winner Chopra finished second in men's javelin throw final with a best throw of 88.13 meters. Furthermore, it may be also be mentioned that Neeraj is the second Indian after ex-long jumper Anuj Bobby George to back a medal at World Athletics Championships.
He wants one and done here. He needs 83.50 if that's to be the case. Oh, that is huge. The Olympic champion is one and done. Right.
So viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.